This week's episode of the award-winning Here For It podcast is brought to you by Beyonce's new bundles.
Yeah.
Wherever she brought this shit from has invigorated her attitude, and I'm absolutely here for it.
Literally.
I would like 3 or 4 packs. You're not going to see me wearing them.
Peruvian, Malaysian.
But I might put them on at home and just inspire myself before I go to work or before I start Here For It podcast, because those bundles are everything.
Hashtag Butch Queen Radio.
And you have now tuned in to Butch Queen Radio. I am the Superman, TheeSupaman, aka the Bishop of Booty, BKA the King of Sympathy and Payola.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to be the... Well, can I be the Queen of Sympathy and Payola? The Butch Queen of Sympathy.
You can be the court jester.
Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Oh my gosh. My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters, and of course, RonaldMatters.com. We have an announcement this week.
Absolutely. Get over to Here For It Pod on Instagram.
Oh my God.
When this episode airs, there will be a posting where you can make comments of what you think the next lines on our merch should be. So currently we have Problematic. We have Are You My Man? We have our Here For It
logo
podcast logo.
Shirts. Just go over there and look. HereForItShop.com.
Yes.
Right now.
And so if you make a comment on the Instagram, go over to our Instagram under the next post that is posted. Give us some titles that you would like to see on our merch. And the best 2, I will pick the best 2. They will get free merch just for picking the best 2 titles.
Oh.
So, again, if that's not clear, go over to our Instagram, look at the newest post, make comments on what you think the next merch should be.
It's going to say contest.
Yes.
It's going to say contest. He just took a special picture. Shout out to me, the photographer. I did my best.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the girls like everything in the photo.
Photo credit. Go make comments. So if you would like to see some other phrases that we say all the time, like "Where's your scooter?"
What should be? Yeah.
Whatever you think you would like to see on the next merch.
Where's your scooter?
We are gonna put it on our next merch that will be available coming soon.
Well, we want to think about it.
No, we're gonna put it on our next merch.
Okay. Woo.
So whatever the best 2 titles are, I'm going to put it on our next merch, and you're going to get free merchandise for coming up with that. So thank you guys so much.
We will announce the winners on next week's episode, September 26th. So you got 24 hours to respond to our DM, because we make sure you're following the podcast so you can get the DM when we send it to you. Like, hey, you won. What's your mailing address? We ain't got time.
No P.O. boxes.
Oh, that's mean. We don't know. I don't know.
We'll send it to your mama house.
All right. But also go to HereForItShop.com right now and enter code HIVE20 for 20% off on your merch.
And you can get it right now, hot and ready. The shit is cute. Wait till you see me in it. OMG.
What's our icebreaker?
Our icebreaker this week.
I'll be trying.
If you could pick 2 queens to compete on All Stars, who would you pick? You should pick queens based on who you think.
You gotta tell me who.
Yeah. Who you think would win, because you're gonna share the prize money with them. Okay. So that makes it different, because if you just pick queens that you like, you never know if they're gonna make it or not.
It's 126 of them. You're asking me like on the whim.
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
So the 2 queens that I would pick are Mariah Balenciaga.
Oh, I like Mariah.
And Miss Vanjie, because I feel like both of them have what it takes to get to the end of the competition at this point. Mariah Balenciaga is just so well seasoned, absolutely beautiful, slays all competitions that you've ever seen her in, just everything. She's the full package. And like when she first got on Drag Race, she was just like a little jarred about the competition, but now I feel like she studied and knows the competition and knows how to win. Miss Vanjie is just an internet icon at this point, and I feel like she has enough wittiness to get to the end of the competition. If I really had to pick somebody, because
you picked 2, Toya.
Shut up.
You cheating.
If I really had to pick somebody that I knew, that those are people I think should and could and would win. Right. But RuPaul be operating on some different shit.
Oh, right.
So if I'm picking somebody that, I'm going to split this $100,000 with, because RuPaul is going to be picking them, I'm going to pick I'm going to pick Blair St. Clair, because RuPaul loves a white woman in distress.
Oh, my God.
If it's down to the dollar,
my problematic face,
I'm going to move Miss Vanjie out my spot and put Blair St. Clair.
Problematic.
Because
period.
She might win it. She's a white woman. She's little. She's a twink. She's beautiful. She's talented as well.
Her music is slaying on iTunes.
Absolutely. But she's also a white woman in distress, and RuPaul has a hard on for that. So, if it's about the bag, then sure for that. But
I had my two, then I forgot.
Mariah Balenciaga for the culture.
I definitely like Delta Work.
Oh,
who was my second choice? I forgot who my second choice was. You talked so long.
Latrice
you cheated to get a third one.
You said Latrice Royale.
I didn't say that. I showed you a photo of Latrice Royale.
Looking bad.
And second, I want to say Cameron Michaels.
Okay.
I would like to see Cameron Michaels redeem herself. And I know Cameron Michaels knows. She's like, okay, y'all got me the first time. Y'all gagged me. But I am a comedy queen. I am a fashion queen. I am a Cameron...
a dancing queen.
Hello. But those two.
Okay.
Delta Work ain't a dancing queen much likely. But she serves a good lip sync. And she can sew.
Okay. You pick two white queens.
Put her own wig together.
All right, for the culture.
I was going to say Shea Coulee.
Shea Coulee is good.
That's who my second choice. Shea Coulee was my second choice. That's who I forgot.
Okay.
And then I said Cameron Michaels. Shea Coulee was my original second choice. Because justice for Shea Coulee.
Justice, because that bitch was robbed. That bitch won everything.
If we doing three, then I want Delta Work, and then I want Shea Coulee, and then Cameron Michaels. All right, there we go. So I forgot Shea Coulee.
So listeners, if you guys have some different picks, if you guys have some places where we should be axing one of our faves and putting in one of yours, let us know in the comments.
I'm surprised this wasn't Pose. You've been wearing me thin. I love Pose, boots, and bangles.
We're going to come back around to that before the end of this episode. Just watch.
Still going to get some Pose.
Absolutely. The word of the day this week is QPOC and QTPOC.
QT, that's me. Are you POC?
No.
PAC?
Well, I am a POC, yes. But QPOC and QTPOC are abbreviations. They stand for queer people of color and queer trans people of color.
Oh.
And so it is very popular on social media. Instead of using the LGBT line, identifying directly who you're talking about. Because a lot of times issues affect queer people of color and queer trans people of color differently than they affect people that are on the LGBT spectrum as a whole.
Because the gay girls in LGBT get preference,
money, exposure.
The trans girls be going through it in the LGBT.
In the QT POC, in the queer trans people of color.
Taking back our names.
Yes. And so definitely I encourage people to use this abbreviation because it highlights a section of the LGBT population that does not get highlighted. A lot of times we'll see things where it is LGBT leaning, but not really talking about the queer people of color or the queer trans people of color. They're more talking about the male, white,
girls
young,
get recognition,
twink, gay people, and we're missing the whole spectrum of the rainbow that we're talking about. We're propagating. I believe you. You're good. So that is the word of the day this week. We're gonna jump into our hottest of hot topics. First, American Horror Story Apocalypse. OMG. I was so excited to see it, but a little underwhelmed because they had built up this story by saying it was going to be Coven versus Murder House, and we had saw the trailers of the witches, and
girl, see one episode and be done. Patience, Grasshopper.
No, it's TV. Give it to me now.
That's the way I feel. I feel like they was like, hey, I'm getting my hair combed. Oh my gosh, the world's ending. Oh my gosh, we're on a private jet. Oh my gosh, the world blew up and the plane's going down. I feel like it moved so fast.
It did. I mean, they catfished us, but I was still interested. I'm definitely still interested enough to still watch the second episode because I'm hoping that they will come through for us in the second episode.
Okay.
I got hints of Murder House. Obviously, there were big hints of Murder House in the first episode, but nothing like really telling me like Murder House is going to be like this powerhouse in this season. So hopefully they have so much more. I would like for us to recommend the Trump supporters to watch American Horror Story Apocalypse because we could literally be in that tomorrow with y'all's president. And I feel like these Trump supporters out here don't realize that this nigga's fingers, his fat ass, greasy ass fingers are next to the launch codes. And we could be in American Horror Story right now. Fucking around with that.
Watch the movie 2012. I love end of the world and disaster movies. Watch 2012. When it's the end of the world, if you don't have money, then you can get out of my face. Literally.
We are really...
And you gotta have money that's already been deposited because the banks are shut down. Okay. You can't, ain't no Bank of America ATM to go to. It's the end of the world. You already have to have your deposit deposited.
Yeah, so we could be literally one tweet away from episode 1 of American Horror Story Apocalypse, and I would like to remind the Trump supporters of that. The other big highlight that I got from it was Miss Joan Collins coming back to acting.
Love.
She was absolutely amazing. She played the exact same character that she played on Dynasty, and I am here for it. It was absolutely beautiful. Give me more Joan Collins, especially if she's going to act opposite Jessica Lange. Please, 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 please have a scene of Jessica Lange and Joan Collins in the same fucking episode. Thank you, God. Second, I would definitely like to applaud my second favorite Braxton, Miss Tamar Braxton, for coming out about her molestation on national TV. It absolutely took guts. I don't think she was doing it for ratings. I don't think she was doing it for popularity or for gasps or anything like that. I feel like she was just coming out and telling her story, and I would love to see more of it. She should write a book. More people should come out and talk about previous rapes or previous molestations or anything that has shaped their personality. Like, she was not nitpicked. She was kind of judged by Tony in this Iyanla Vanzant trailer that we got for being such a big personality and being such a loud personality. And we can possibly attribute her personality to molestations when she was younger and not being able to speak up or speak out about those molestations or rapes. And so now, as an adult, I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be extra.
Speak out about everything.
I got to speak out about everything now. I remember
the times that I was quiet.
Right. And so the quietness got her molested. And well, that wasn't the only thing, but I'm just saying that's how people feel sometimes.
By multiple family members, according to her. Across both sides of her family, according to Tamar.
Right. And so being quiet in those instances can make someone loud later in life. And so I absolutely applaud her. She's still my second favorite Braxton.
Behind Tony.
Of course. Like, what?
Okay.
Clay Kane, one of the show's favorite authors, favorite journalists.
We love Clay Kane here at Here For It podcast.
Had a little tiff.
Child, he read Omarosa From Sea to Shining Sea. Amen.
With Omarosa Manigault, whatever her last name is. Yeah, that one. He invited her on his show on Sirius Radio. Shout out to them. If y'all like to pick a girl up, we're available as well. He invited her on his show to have a positive conversation and discourse and ask some journalistic questions. And that's exactly what he did. He asked some journalistic questions, and Omarosa felt very attacked. And she got her ass read, and she ended up leaving because the water got too hot. So I'm bringing this up because we're in the era of everyone talking about Nicki versus Cardi and all of that bullshit. But this is what you need to be fucking tuned into.
How did it get serious between those two? What did he ask, or what did she feel that what did she feel went left?
She felt it was left when he was talking about being in the Trump White House and being complicit and being next to Massa, quote unquote. So he was basically calling her an Uncle Tom, roughly, eloquently, intelligently. And that's when she was like, oh no, you trying to take this to the gutter. And I was like, well, girl, your career is in the gutter. That's how we know you. We knew you from reality TV. You went from reality TV to Donald Trump's White House. Like, your career has already been in the gutter. He didn't take it there. He was asking you about the gutter. How does it smell? How does it feel down there? What's going on in the gutter? And so she got really peeved that he was asking her about the gutter, and then started making these jabs at his hair, saying he had a jerry curl. Clay Kane is biracial.
Race. I remember race coming up.
He is biracial. He doesn't have a jerry curl. He just has beautiful hair. Period. And I was absolutely here for his intelligent reads. He didn't allow her to shake him. She did the typical bird ass shit that girls that been on reality TV do. Just be real loud. Be real. I'm going to interrupt you. And I don't have a real point. I don't have a real defense against this. And so I'm just going to be real loud and just repeat my same lines and hope that it lands. And he didn't let her get away with that. He intelligently took her ass down every moment that she got. And she tried to promote everything that she has going on right now, her book, her website, throughout all this reading. And he didn't give a fuck about that. He was like, oh, well, no. Answer these questions. Plug your book. Cool. That's nice. Go ahead, plug your book. But answer these questions while you plugging your book. That's what you're here for. You're here to answer questions. And apparently she wasn't. That's why she left.
Yeah, she had probably needed to pee. Maybe that's why she wanted to end the interview. She just wanted to get ladder dramatic because she was too nervous to confess she needed to go pee.
Well,
she was late for her next interview, or maybe
no, it was none of that. She called him a con artist. She said that he was an opportunist.
A con artist? How? What? Opportunist for what?
So it was what? She called him cheap. And if you don't know Clay Kane, there's nothing cheap about Clay Kane.
She's the ghetto.
Okay. She tried it for the Jerry curl joke. It was supposed to be a joke, but it wasn't funny.
The way my hair naturally grows out of my scalp, and meanwhile you sitting here with a dark and lovely, or something, just for me,
4-inch wig on.
Girl,
stop it.
The ghetto.
So I'm absolutely here for it. Please check out Clay Kane's interview with Omarosa if you have not already. It was cute. It was real cute.
It was a free reading.
The library was open. Using the word tranny is transphobic. I don't care.
I know. I gotta delete my old tweets. Oh, you keep telling me this. I gotta delete my old tweets. Okay.
Using the word tranny is transphobic, even if your fave does it. Even if your fave does it and then claims that other people operate her Facebook page, and they did it and they don't work for her anymore. Just stop.
Cardi B,
my love, precious.
An old Facebook page I used to have about a year ago, and now, well, she said the girl was unemployed and no longer associated with her brand.
Why she has your passwords?
Why does the 3 social media networks, you should always have the password to, except Chris Brown, because Chris Brown be problematic. You should always have the password to your Facebook, your Instagram, and your Twitter. The top 3, like if you had like a Glide or
TBT.
I mean, like what was some of the other networks?
Vine.
Oh, I love Vine. I miss Vine. How you got the #1 rap album in the country, but you don't have the rights to your Facebook?
And people are posting on your behalf to your millions of followers. And
I would like to announce that I am currently suing at the Superman because as a now defunct employee of whatever brand I represent, he attempted to exploit me and made me look bad. And Gloria Allred will be representing me.
All the girls. She represents all the girls. So you should be.
The only statement you should be making is, I just put out the #1 rap album, female rap album in the country, And a defunct, a rogue, you got to use the word rogue. They love the word rogue. A rogue ex-employee did something on Facebook to spite me, and Gloria Allred is representing me. That's what your statement should be. If your statement ain't that, Laura Allred, the daughter, ain't representing you, shh. Take that L and figure out how to fix it. Donate $200,000 to a trans movement or something, because you already owe us anyway. Cardi B, this ain't your first time.
But that's what I mean. So it's
down
not
to the lunch palette for these reads. Not a lunch palette, a lunch something.
But it's not the same. It's not the first time. Like she's had these same issues with the word tranny before, and then we even had trans people. I'm not gonna name them.
Offering education.
Offering education, and then there was one that said that he was actually her friend, and she really don't mean this shit. And I'm like, well, if you are transgender and you her friend, why you didn't teach her to not use the word tranny? What are you doing as a friend? Go
get Gloria Allred or the daughter of Laura. If there ain't now one of them coming out, then stay in the house.
So I say that to say,
amen.
The word tranny, if you're not a transsexual,
yep,
keep that shit the fuck out of your goddamn mouth.
Yep.
And I only say it here now for educational purposes.
If you're not of the culture,
you will never hear me say, "Ooh, that tranny this, that tranny that." You will never hear that come out of my mouth. It is offensive. I will never say it. I love my trans brothers.
They have told me that it's offensive, so I stopped saying it.
Well, I don't think me personally, I don't think I ever even said it because it just wasn't in my purview to say. But if it needs to be said now to anyone, if you're not a transsexual, keep that fucking word out your goddamn mouth.
Amen.
To lighter news.
Oh my gosh, are we going to talk about Here For It podcast merchandise again? I'm so excited for our merch.
Go get y'all merch. I want to see all of y'all merch. Whoever I see in the merch out in public, I'm going to lick you.
Oh. We'll get this for Instagram.
Yeah.
But what if it said like Brixton's on Sunday?
Oh, I don't care. I'll lick them there. And you can tell me where you want me to lick you.
That's gonna have to be negotiable.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna allow my co-host to be out here.
Child, I'll be out here anyway. Gaystar News has a report that they have compiled that tells us that semen is vegan.
Where is it? I'm put this on my profiles. Like, look, this is why I'm addicted to it. This is why I like it. It's vegan.
So, for the people that you didn't know that it was vegan, if maybe you're a vegetarian or you're transitioning into being a vegan, you can now feel safe in eating semen, slipping, slurping, sucking, all of those things. It's vegan. It's okay. They have done a study.
It came out of meat, but it ain't.
Yeah. Where they talk about its carbon footprint is being extremely low and or negative. So there are so many other things out in the world that you could be eating and could be causing a smaller carbon footprint if you just ate semen instead. So, so the first point is, so long as you don't pay for it, it's kosher. So for my Jewish friends out there as well, it's great for your diet.
I did not know there was this many topics when I Googled it. I don't see the Gaystar News one yet, but there's so many topics out here. This one says, is semen vegan? ? She asked on a vegan message board, I'm a newly dedicated vegan. I loved, and I mean loved, giving head. But suddenly, I feel a new gag reflex coming on when I think about it. Can I swallow the products of a human body without morally violating my vegan code? Sincerely, milk free.
Oh wow!
I didn't know semen being vegan was.
Yes, it is a thing. And so, if you are transitioning into being a vegetarian or a vegan, please do not stop your semen consumption because
asking columnists out here.
Yeah,
columnists.
As reported by Gaystar News, others enjoy it because they know what it is and what it's for, and there's something seemingly sexual and intimate about wanting to give and receive this substance to and from the desired second party. Whatever the reason, we ignore this amazing, incredible, tiny organism for what it is. I'm guilty of it myself, as are many men and women, said a vegan reported to Gaystar News. It's also cited as saying it's better than eating animals. There are no indirect and unethical consequences to consuming it. And human semen is a bodily fluid like when you swallow your own spit or kiss someone and probably end up with a bit of theirs in there somewhere, or chew your nails or lick a paper cut to clean the blood off. So I guess it's vegan. It's neither vegan nor non-vegan, just like being alive isn't vegan or non-vegan. So, suck the dick. I've said this on a whole bunch of episodes before. Suck the dick. Eat the dick. I put some rules on Twitter. If you have not seen my Twitter post recently, I put 10 rules where you can have a good blowjob on the giving or receiving end.
Amen.
So, suck the dick. Semen is vegan.
So, I'm looking at this. In 2016, PETA claimed that vegans last longer in bed.
Ugh.
PETA said it. Even PETA said it. Okay. They last longer in bed, and your semen is vegan.
Yeah.
Wow. Shout out to our source, The Telegraph. We got to name our sources now. So the girls are after us with our sources.
Absolutely.
What's our next story?
Next is Insecure.
Bye. Bye.
I liked this episode of Insecure.
I knew you would. You Lawrence Hive. Bye.
I liked this episode.
Oh my god.
I liked the last one more, but I still like this one because it had so many layers. It had so many dimensions. I loved.
Lawrence, I love you. And your peach Hanes tea.
Oh, he's so fucking fine. But the biggest thing that I love the most, I'm gonna go down the list, is
down the list.
I do. The millisecond that you claim a nigga, he act the fuck up. Or he disappear. Or he do something. And they spotlighted that reality in this episode. And I'm so glad to have seen it on TV because I feel like Issa Rae has been watching my life story and stole that shit.
Singing my life with each word. Amen.
Had to be. Like, she has to have been eavesdropping on my life to know that story. Like, every time I'd be like, ooh, that's my nigga. That's my bae. This is his name. I'm going to introduce him to my friends. And then he
don't introduce him to me. No, I want you to be... Look, if you are courting Anthony Superman and you have not met me, it's the reason, and it's probably me. It's probably me. I don't want to meet these N-words.
Wow.
These African-American males.
Wow. That's my African American. So again, Issa Rae, I would like a check.
Too much be going on.
I would like a check because
where is he? Somebody was like, is he in jail? I mean, like, is he in a hospital? Nathan, hashtag, where's Nathan? What is the hashtag? Does he have a hive?
No.
Nathan Hive, I guess.
No. We'll see next episode. But it's only 2 episodes left. I'm so pressed. Like, I thought we asked Issa about this last season.
Child.
Why the fuck does HBO not give you 10 to 12 episodes?
Yeah. I would like 10 to 12.
We believe you.
I walked into that one. I gotta stop walking into it.
You walk into 10 to 12 all the time, huh? Woo! Issa and Lawrence have been doing the same amount of reckless fucking.
That's what I wanted you to. Okay.
I'm
gonna let you finish with your list. How many more on your list?
A couple.
Okay.
They've both been doing the same amount of reckless fucking, and I thought that it was a little bit opportunistic for Lawrence to have caught chlamydia.
Okay.
Like, is Issa pregnant? Did she get gonorrhea? Like, so is she just immune to STIs and STDs?
He had gonorrhea. I got chlamydia.
He had chlamydia. I said that.
Okay, great. All right. STIs in general.
Yes, it doesn't matter which one. They all bad. But I did like the conversation of calling all your previous partners to notify them that you had been tested positive for an STI/STD because that needs to happen. Whenever you have tested positive, suspected that you might be testing positive, those phone calls are extremely important so other people can get themselves treated and get themselves tested so they aren't out here continuously spreading STIs and STDs that are making these numbers grow exponentially throughout the country. So I thought that was extremely important that the show did highlight that. I'm glad that we did get to see Lawrence at least doing that, even if he was putting his dick everywhere, and I enjoyed watching that. Somebody on Twitter said Lawrence needed to change his job description to plumber because he was laying pipe everywhere.
Woohoo!
I agree, and I enjoyed watching him lay the pipe because I was just like, that looked like.
I was definitely noticing a technique with the stroke.
He got it. He got it.
I was noticing a technique with the stroke. 1.7 million Americans in 2017, according to the CDC. I'm looking at the email that they sent to me. It says, new CDC data shows steep, sustained increase in STDs. 1.7 million Americans contracted chlamydia in 2017. So, and gonorrhea has a 67% rise. Woo, syphilis is up 76%. And total cases are up 31%. I'm looking at the graphic that the CDC sent to me in my email, ronaldmatters@gmail.com. I was supposed to go to the conference because it was here in DC, but I was like, I just got back from my birthday and I don't want to be depressed about these stats, so I avoided it like the plague. No pause. But
the important thing, again,
Lawrence is a hoe.
So is Issa, and so is Molly.
Shout out to Kelly Hive, because Kelly, I like that they expanded Kelly's role and where she gets to tell jokes, and she was like, no bitch, she didn't invite us to plan her baby shower, and that hurts my feelings. So the evolution of friendships when you've been friends with someone through high school and college, and now life is taking your view in different directions through the binoculars, and you've got to deal with that in reality.
Yeah.
Kelly left. Kelly was like, you're not going to put my dessert on the table. I've been this bitch friend for 20 years. What the fuck you talking about? My dessert can't go on the table. Well, I'm leaving.
Confirmed. I would have left too. I would have took my dessert with me.
She didn't defend it or nothing. She was like, it can only be one dessert on the table. Now look at my friend of 20 years and then she don't defend me. My honor.
Yeah, I absolutely agreed. It was great to see her do like full-bodied acting. Like, she's been the comedic relief since we met her. But in this episode, she finally got a serious moment where we could see her like act in a different way other than being the comedic relief. And that was amazing. But again, like I said, the biggest takeaway is communicating if you ever, because obviously it ain't nobody out here. Like, these numbers are real. Some niggas is out here with gonorrhea. Some niggas is out here with chlamydia.
Some niggas is out here
with syphilis. It's not. It could be you. It could be me. It could be Ronald Matters. It could be anybody. Like, there are a lot of niggas out here with these things. And so the important thing is making these calls to the niggas that you was fucking or bitches or whatever.
Because that call from the health department, Lord Jesus.
Before you get that call from the health department, because that call from the health department is scarier than the phone call of, hey, listen, for them niggas call you, they might be calling you. I'm just telling you now.
They might be. They're definitely going to.
If you give them the right number. But I think that's the biggest takeaway. Nathan ghosting Issa is, again, also classic art imitating reality. Like,
is he married?
We don't know.
I mean, like, why is he ghosting her?
Well, we know his phone on because he did call and complete the report. So his phone is on. It ain't that. But I hated that he had this conversation with Issa of actually liking her and then doing this to her. Like, if you really did like me, why do this to me? Or if you don't like me, why even have the conversation of liking me? We could have just been laying here and I could have been full out line and playing on your dick and shit. And we didn't have to have this, I like you, I really do like you conversation if you really didn't mean that shit. But again, that's art imitating reality, because in reality, niggas do that shit. Be like, oh, I love you. You the one for me. You bae. I'm going to marry you in a year. And then 2 weeks later, you can't get the nigga to text you back. You don't know where he lives no more. You don't know where he worked no more. You
don't know where he worked no more.
Niggas be having different jobs.
Woo!
So, great episode, Insecure. We only have 2 more episodes left. I hope y'all really, really, really bring it with these last 2 episodes. I cannot wait. Big dick shaming is apparently a thing. I didn't realize it. I thought that we would be praised, applauded for the size
Who is
of
we? Our. Who is our?
Fuck her. I'm not listening to my co-host for the next 5 minutes.
Our.
Big dick shaming is the actual thing, and I didn't realize that we were in peril. I thought that we were a great subspecies of the community.
You were a white woman in America.
We thought we were white women in America, and we were a protected species because of the size of our penises. But apparently, you can have a big dick, and girls will read you for having said big dick. I reference Keenan Lonsdale.
Who?
Keenan Lonsdale is an
Are we giving
actor.
girls platforms?
He already has a platform.
Okay.
Keenan Lonsdale is an actor. He's been in Love, Simon. He was the main interest in Love, Simon. He's a recurring role on The Flash.
Oh,
TV
okay.
show.
That's where. Okay. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So again,
you should have opened that story.
No, I should not.
Oh, okay.
I should not. Because the point and the crux of this is big dicks. We matter.
You got all that from a dick slang video.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Sure did. So if you go into this young man's comments on his dancing video, he did a dancing video in shorts.
When you ain't worried about what the world got to say anymore, something he captioned it, he was very carefree. Mm-hmm. He had just quit The Flash. Some people were saying he was fired, and some people were saying he quit.
It don't matter.
I think he quit.
It doesn't matter.
He looked like the type of guy that would quit.
It doesn't matter.
Because y'all got him fucked up. Whatever it was, y'all got him fucked up. I feel that energy.
Great. I can dance in shorts on Instagram if I want to with my whole dick in my shorts.
Free balling. Yeah.
Without your goddamn comments. If you have something great to say, you have something positive to say, cool. Thanks. I appreciate that. If you have something negative to say, unfollow. Move along.
I appreciate it as well because my engagement rate goes up with all of your... Look, all of the comments go toward the engagement rate, whether it's a positive comment or a negative comment. When I go to Coca-Cola and I tell them, look, my engagement rate, the girls love me or hate me. And that's a great thing to have with as a brand. The girls love you or hate you, but they have something to say. So Coca-Cola is going to write their check. Pepsi is also has a counteroffer. So... he wins either way it goes.
And his dick is still big at the end of the day. At the end of the day.
I forgot about that part.
At the end of the day, you negative Nancy hating ass bitches with your little ass dicks getting on my goddamn page. Why you on my page following me, making comments about my dick and your dick little at the same goddamn time? Worry about your little dick ass problems.
Oh my God.
So me, with my big dick, I'll dance over here in my goddamn shorts or in panties or whatever the fuck I want to dance in and put it on the internet for my followers.
Do a G-string if
to
you do
see. No, I hate G-strings. I hate that. It feels like a wedgie the whole time. You'll never see me in a G-string. But leave my big dick ass alone. That's all.
Okay, so do you got like one or two more hot topics and I move on to sexual health or what are we doing?
No. What's going on in social studies?
Thank you guys so much for leaving us reviews on Apple Podcasts. Open your purple app on your iPhone, search for our name here for it, and click the write a review things. Links will be in the description. This week in social studies, I came across this post on the internet about tips for asking your friend who works at the hotel, can you get their discount? So I want to read 3 or 4 of the things because I know it's about to be wintertime. We're all going home to see our families. Some of us will be nice and stay at the house, and some of us will be like, hey, look, I'm staying with a friend, but I'm coming for Thanksgiving. I'll be there Thanksgiving Day all day. So, and Mardi Gras is coming up and other things. We're going to be booking hotels and flights. The number one tip this friend of mine asked, it says, ask them about their discount while they are at work. No one wants to stop their Sunday fun day to look up a hotel or airline rate on their phone for you. Because definitely if I was on my 3rd or 4th or my 5th or 8th, you text me about a discount, Toy, you got to ask me tomorrow. I don't have the time. The second thing is do some research on your own. You should know in advance which hotel or which airlines has access for discounts. If you need to be near a specific destination, Google search the hotels in that area and give your friend a list. Make it easier for them to get back to you, because if I know they're like, hey, Superman, I'm coming to Miami, where should I stay? Girl,
There's hostels open.
the budget in Miami is like, it's what's your budget? You should know what you're eyeballing. You should know. Well, first of all, if you're friends, you should know if they work at the Hilton brand or the Marriott brand. I would say Marriott brand. It's a little bit more expensive on the commercial side. I don't know what the family and friends discount is given, but and it says he says do not go to any of these hotels and act up. When we get drunk,
Cardi B.
we be in this Plaza Hotel, New York City, acting up. We are putting our names and our jobs on the line every single time we give out our discount. Your misbehaving can and will result in termination. I have seen it happen. So
It's the same for flight attendants too. So when
don't
you jump
be
on
on a
anybody,
buddy pass.
yeah, when you jump on someone's buddy pass or you're on their benefits, you got to be on your best behavior and you got to dress cute, because girl.
Because you represent. Also, are you his partner? They love to ask you in chicken. So, are you his partner? No, I'm his auntie. I'm trans. Girl, scan my little thingy right here on this pass and let me go. Literally. The last one that I will say, it was a long post, but the last one I will say is know your budget and don't be surprised at a high rate. If the rate is that high, just imagine how high it is without the discount. We can't change the price. So don't be, I want to stay at the Intercontinental Buckhead.
Marriott Marquis.
Can you get me this for $49? No, with my discount as the employee, it's going to have to be at least $179. That's what my discount. The gag is you knew what it was, but tips for knowing how to ask your friend for their airline or hotel discount. You got to know that for this upcoming holiday season.
Get tuned into the ministry. Get you a part of the ministry. Get you a part of the ministry.
What's going on in the sexual? Get you a part of the ministry. That's not like a t-shirt. Is that a winning t-shirt idea? Get you a part.
If y'all go over to Here for a Pod's Instagram, and that is one of my most liked comments, it could be very well on a t-shirt, a piece of underwear, a hoodie coming to you soon.
Yeah, Don't be telling them we discussing stuff.
This week in sexual health, I would like to go back over something that I have said in a previous episode, but nobody listened to me apparently.
You swallow. It's good. It's vegan.
I said that in this episode. Stealthing is not a new kink.
What? Huh?
Stealthing is not a new kink. Mm-hmm. So having sex with someone and you are topping while wearing a condom, and then randomly in the middle of sex taking the condom off is stealthing. I have seen a lot of videos recently on the Tumblrs, on the Twitters, and on the My Vidsters and things, and it seems to be a new kink. It seems to be something that is more popular than it was
on the wall.
More popular than it was the first time that I talked about it. But it is not a new kink. It is not a fetish, and it is still a crime. Anytime that you take off a condom when someone is
your partner has not given consent,
unknowingly having sex with you without a condom, it is a crime. It is rape. Do not take condoms off unless you ask. Some niggas out here are going, and when I say going, that's the country term. They are ready, willing, able, cool, down for the cause. I thought
you wanted to wear the condom.
Right. And so find them niggas, because you won't have to put the condom on in the first place any goddamn way.
You should still offer.
Well, if y'all both are going,
LOL.
It don't matter. So find some other niggas that is going, and you don't have to be out here virtually raping someone to get the type of sex that you would like. And so if the type of sex you would like includes no condoms, find other niggas that like that same type of sex, because I guarantee you they are out here now. So if this person would like to have protected sex with you, have protected sex with them. Do not have unprotected sex with someone that only wants to have protected sex with you. It is a crime. It is rape. I say again. And I'll say it louder again if I have to. That is sexual health this week.
Songs for our souls, here for it. So where we at?
Your song for your soul.
Mariah Carey told Genius.com via press release, I wanted to give my fans and everyone a first listen that wasn't so serious. I've had so much fun making this album, and I wanted the first moment to reflect the lighthearted spirit. GTFO, aka Get the Fuck Out, is the buzz single from Mariah Carey's 15th studio album.
Word.
I just would like to get that far in my career as a woman. But Get the Fuck Out by Mariah Carey is an inspirational jam. Literally in the song, you hear her transgressions. I want to use a big word. I'm like, Microsoft Word, help me. You can hear Mariah's transgressions.
It's the new iOS update. That's why you didn't get it.
With her current spouse, and she's
Previous spouse.
she's telling him, "You have got to leave."
Homeless now because he got to get out. He don't live here.
Well,
no
not
more.
homeless because she told him to pack his bag and go stay somewhere for a week.
Homeless. He not at home no more.
Anthony Superman not gonna come stay at his house for a week. Why am I staying at Anthony Superman's house for a week? I got to give him an answer for this. But like I took it higher, and sometimes you yourself have to get the fuck out. You have to get out of that job that ain't what you studied in college, and sometimes you have to you have to get out of that relationship that you know is no longer good for you. Somebody on one of our Here For It listeners was talking about he ended a 9-year friendship with one of his close friends because, child, the ghetto. Sometimes you yourself have to get the fuck out, basically is what I'm saying. But yeah, you have to give the message, and sometimes you have to receive the message. Amen, because texting works both ways. Text to the tango. But yeah, that's the way I receive the message. Sometimes you have to get the fuck out. What do you need to get the fuck out of right now? And that's the way I received it. And I do accept the lighthearted spirit of this song because I'm like, child, Mariah wrote all her serious songs, and she's the number one artist who uses big words in all her songs. Y'all know I love a good big word. And she used the most big words in our songs. And, I think the study was about singers who use college level words in their music or something like that. Mariah Carey was number one. But, song for my soul. Get the fuck out. GTFO.
Please come into the room for Here For a Podcast merchandise as well. While you're getting the fuck out to Mariah Carey. The song for my soul this week is something I heard once and then I heard it again and I just can't put it down.
Get the fuck out.
No.
Oh.
I love you like I've never ever loved someone. I'll give you things you didn't know you wanted. Mm-hmm. Don't tell me that it's not enough. My time is up. You're over us because I think I might do anything for you if you just let me. Don't tell me my time is up. You're over us because I think I might do anything for you if you just let me. Sinead Harnett meant the fuck out of that goddamn song. If you let me. If you've never heard the song before, it came out about 2 or 3 years ago. Like I said, the first time I heard it, I was just like, oh, okay, that's cute. And then I heard it again recently, and I have not stopped listening to it because it's just amazing. It had me in a full trance. If you just let me, like, she's really telling this nigga, like, I could just change your whole life. I could change your whole trajectory. Mm-hmm. If you just let me. If you just sit the fuck down.
Please, sir.
And let me. I could change your whole world.
I want to show you something, sir.
Okay? You didn't know if I licked your nipples while fingering your booty hole, you would come in your face. You didn't know that.
Heterosexual relationship? Wow.
Oh, that could be hetero and homo.
Well, lick me 911 and call me on
again. So
I'll call you back.
Call Sinead again if you just let me
and see what you go tell me. Hey.
So I thought it was just a great song because musically it was amazing. Her voice is great on the song. But the message of telling these niggas, like a lot of times why I think a lot of gay relationships don't work is because people are so busy in shopping and seeing, oh, I can get the new iPhone XS 9 plus 10, whatever the fuck it is. I can get that. I don't have to just operate with the iPhone 8. When really the iPhone 8 is probably what you just need.
Yeah, because I'm triggered. So I went to the store and I waited in the line in the cold. It was raining last September when the iPhones came out. And the iPhone 8 ended up being actually a better buy than the iPhone 10. And I was like out in Bethesda in the suburbs of DC. I was out there in the suburbs because I was like, I know, like they're going to send all of the good phones to the suburbs. So I went and waited outside in line in the suburbs. But then like a month later, I was like, wow, the iPhone 8 was really where the best of the two was.
It was the one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the song is basically the same. You out here trying to find the next iPhone that's
waiting
gonna come
in the
out.
cold.
That's gonna be coming out every fucking year. iPhone is never gonna not come out with a fucking phone. In neighborhoods
and trying to discover new shit, and the shit that you needed was in your face
the whole time.
Oh my god!
Stop being out here passing up the iPhone 8s because iPhone is coming out with something else new next year.
The XS Max.
It don't fucking matter what it is. She don't do nothing else but take a cute picture. That's it. And you could have had an iPhone 8 the whole time. So If You Let Me by Sinead Harnett. Amazing song. Please go check it out.
Listener questions.
Yeah.
Send us your questions to hereforwardpod@gmail.com or in the inbox where you find us on social media. I will tell you this. 11:10 p.m. Lawrence sent an email to hereforwardpod@gmail.
Which Lawrence? My Lawrence? So not my Lawrence. Okay.
Somebody watching the episode.
Oh.
I was like, bitch, did Lawrence? I thought Lawrence from Insecure was sending out a personal message to everybody in his hive. And I was like, oh, Hereforward Pod must have signed up for a Lawrence email newsletter somewhere.
Well, he does follow your Tumblr. Is your Tumblr or your Instagram?
It was my Tumblr. So, he left a comment on my Instagram about my Tumblr.
Mm-hmm. T.
Anyway, Lawrence, one of our listeners, who sent this message at 11:10 p.m. after the episode went off.
Felt something about it.
Hey, you guys. Insecure just went off about 10 minutes ago. And I have a question.
Me too. I have a whole bunch of questions.
Since Superman has been teetering into slut-shaming territory. What? I was about to do Spanish, roll my R's. Since Superman has been teetering into slut-shaming territory in regards to Issa's sex life, is he keeping that same energy for Lawrence smashing a slew of randoms and contracting chlamydia?
He is. The problem is nobody's saying that when Issa is fucking all of these niggas and Raw, nobody's saying it's a problem, but they see it's a problem when it's the man doing it. Like when Lawrence is doing it, it's like, oh my god, he's such a hoe. He just out here spread chlamydia.
First of all, we out here, we witnessing this stroke because we get to see the stroke every single time. You're like, damn, I wish that was me. I'm not the biggest Lawrence fan, but I was like on the fourth girl, I was like, can he stroke me like this? I think I might want to sign up, but I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay. It's worth the chlamydia. Work. But no, I'm not slut shaming anyone. One, I'm keeping them honest, and both of them have been doing some reckless fucking, as I said earlier. The show happened to spotlight that Lawrence got chlamydia. It didn't spotlight Issa getting no chlamydia or getting pregnant,
which carousel,
which happens. So
is it a Ferris wheel? What that was?
Yeah, a Ferris wheel. Yeah. Which is what happens, and so that's how you know all these birds out here that have 3 children because they doing what Issa did in her rotation. Mm-hmm. So it's not a negative thing. I'm not slut shaming Issa. I'm saying what actually happens in real life. So when you are fucking that many niggas, you tend to maybe get pregnant once. You tend to maybe get chlamydia once, just like he did. But we're not seeing the consequences on Lawrence's end. I mean, on Issa's end. We're seeing the consequences on Lawrence's end. And meanwhile, Issa's just, oh, it's okay.
Gosh, follow me on Instagram.
I'm gonna fuck these niggas and it's cool. I'm in a quote unquote rotation. Okay.
Oh
it's cute and it's beautiful because it's Issa. But when it's Lawrence, we're like, oh my God, that nigga's out here spreading chlamydia. Meanwhile, she could be, he might have got chlamydia from her.
Whoopsie.
Let's not forget. He was fucking her raw before all these niggas was fucking her raw. He might have got chlamydia from her, and she might have got chlamydia and been spread across all the lands as well. So we're not talking about that point. So it's not slut shaming. Thanks, listener.
Oh my God, Lawrence. It's time for our Here For It. So are you going first or are you going to let the bottom go first?
Absolutely.
You going to go first? See, look, Tops love going first.
Most of y'all niggas wouldn't have it any other way anyway.
Can I go first? May I go?
Go for it.
I don't want to impede.
Go.
As the bottom, I don't want to.
Oh,
I'm just serious.
That's not in the bottom dictionary at all.
It's like, well, shit, I'm not going to net if you don't come through with yours so I can get through with mine. I'm going to have to start over.
With another nigga most of the time.
My Here For It this week goes out to Victoria's Secret model Lindsay Scott. Lynsey Scott. The girls were interested after seeing her walk for the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And she's been in a couple magazines because, you know, it's going to come on TV in like a couple weeks. So the magazines are advertising doing the promos. And people took particular interest in her as a black woman because she's a Victoria's Secret model who can program in Python, C++, Java, MIPS, and Objective-C. So there's 5 different programs.
Double work.
She went to school. If you go to her website, you will see that she does the things. She's a lead iOS developer, and she's working on a new mobile video app. But for some reason, men in the industry, oh my God, she is too sexy. All the little computer nerds. Oh my God, she is too sexy. I cannot believe she is doing all this. I don't know if this is up to par for standards in the IT industry, and she should be called to task. So all y'all be sitting behind the little computers, on your
jacking up to her probably,
and all your porn MDs, XNXX. What you be on?
Tumblr. I found my porn on Tumblr again, and I was like, let's turn this
looking at Lindsay Scott, but soon as she book a gig on the TV on CBS. First of all, shout out to the Victoria's Secret fashion show being on the most conservative of all networks.
Old person station.
But yeah, she got back on Instagram and explained why she ignores these girls because look, first of all, I'm talented and I have dreams. Hashtag very Jocelyn Hernandez. She can code in 5 languages. She's out here award winning in her field, and on the side, she models a little bit because her thighs look nice and her boobs sit up with the right Victoria's Secret bra.
Thick thighs and thin patience.
So,
words that I live by. Thick thighs and thin patience, girl. Worry about yourself. Worry about your life and worry about your
Can
career.
y'all code in 5 different languages? IT languages like I can. Lindsay Scott. I'm absolutely here for it.
Same. Again, like I said.
I go to work and I'm an IT fish. A black woman out here in IT. It ain't a lot of me out here. Black women out here slang and in IT and then turn around like, oh, I think I want to show my pussy a little bit.
So, as I've been saying to you guys for the last few weeks.
Pray for the people in North Carolina affected by Hurricane Florence. You've been saying that.
No.
But do that though.
Sure. If you're a prayer girl, please do that. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj look ever so close to doing diss tracks about each other. Cardi B alluded to
Who's
it.
gonna win? I'm nervous. I'm gonna let you finish.
I am ready to see. I don't know, actually. I feel like Nicki Minaj has the advantage because she's done the most diss tracks before. But Cardi B seems like she has this different type of energy that she has something to prove. And there's nothing worse than a girl that has something to prove, and is coming from more of a I'm a new contender perspective. So I'm excited about it. So she's left comments on Twitter. Nikki has posted things.
Sitting on top of a soundboard in the studio.
Yeah, from the studio. So both of them apparently are in the studio and have already been spitting. And I'm ready for it. I want the shit to drop Friday. I hope. I hope that it's something that I can.
So you said got to twerk to a dish.
I can right. Yeah, I mean this is Cardi and Nicki. It's not like. Well,
Remy Ma. She threw Slade.
R.I.P. But I want this diss battle to commence.
Yeah, man.
Y'all don't need 4 weeks to get a diss track together. If you are as bad as you say you are, both Nicki and Cardi, I'm not pointing fingers at either of them, but if you bad as you say you are, you need 24 hours to get a smoke. So I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. I'm absolutely here for it. Can't wait. Drop something Friday. Give me something to give my life to this weekend. Thanks. So we'll move into our last call.
I don't want to do a last call.
Bless your heart.
I don't want the show to be over.
There's always next week.
Oh my God.
So again, if you guys have a shot, take a shot with us. We're doing our last call for the episode. My last call is to MJ Rodriguez, aka Blanca, for her glow up. Pose is off the air currently.
I knew it was gonna come back to Pose.
I said that at the top of the episode.
Always gonna include Pose.
Will, yeah, and I'm unafraid, unmoved. Can't nobody move me about it. So MJ Rodriguez, aka Blanca, has had the come up of the century since this season has wrapped. She has secured her bags. She secured some of my bags, some of your bags probably, and her new looks, the way like she is invested in her aesthetic, and I am absolutely here for it. She is my last call this week. Look at this bitch.
Yeah, I've seen.
Look at that
gowns,
bitch.
flowy face,
just
clavicle,
everything. Miss Blanca, you were the
baby
mother.
Hairs, inches. All the things.
You were the mother
eyelashes,
of the
brows.
year on the last episode, but you are obviously
moisturizers. She's just giving you all the things.
You're obviously the mother of all the years because you are absolutely beautiful, absolutely breathtaking. My trans sister out here being a QTPOC.
All right now.
And slaying. You're my last call.
Twitter user just call me G. JUSS. Call me in the letter G.
Call me.
Today tweeted, so I just quit my job on Friday. I left my full-time salaried role to take an internship that's more aligned with my passion.
Amen.
All I can do is trust God because I got some challenging months ahead.
Ooh.
I'm low-key overwhelmed, but and then it got 31,000 retweets. So sometimes you have to get the fuck out, as previously stated. If you're working in an industry that's not fulfilling your purpose, go get you an internship at the job that does fulfill your purpose. And internships almost always turned into jobs if you do treat them the right way. He said, I'm low-key overwhelmed by all this positive support and words of encouragement I've received. Wish I could respond to everyone individually, but thank you all. So shout out to Just Call Me G. I hope he's not some transphobic, homophobic person on the internet. But he's a black man. And when I saw this, I felt it. Because, like sometimes, girl, I'm tired of working at this call center. I went to school and got a master's in biology. I don't know how I'm a barista right now. A cashier down to the Rite Aid. I don't know how I got here. You can quit the job and get you an internship and get into the industry you want after 3, 4, 5, 6 months of putting your work in. So, shout out to him. And he's my last call this week. I hope that more people see his message and are inspired to # get the fuck out. Or whatever it's called.
Well, even if you get the fuck out, make sure you tune in to next week's episode of Here For It Podcast. Stay in.
You'll have more time to listen to our podcast if all you're doing is an internship.
Just stay indoors and listen to Here For It Podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. And definitely, if you do nothing else, go over to our Instagram and make a comment so we will know what we should put on our next merch for you. Mm-hmm. You can basically be tailoring your own merch by Here For It Podcast with your own words. I'm going to pick the best 2, and those 2 will get free merch. And then we're going to put this shit on t-shirts, underwear, drawers. African Americans.
Oh my gosh. Definitely enter promo code HIVE20 for 20% off your purchase. HereForItShop.com.
I'm signing titties. Bye.
Oh, my name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters.
I'm still the Superman, TheeSupaman. I am available on Chatterbait.
I like this. Bye.